Okay, we're live. Let me see here. Give me 1 second to give this link out to a couple of people and a couple of groups. Okay, we're live. Let me see here. Give me 1 second to give this link out to a couple of people and a couple of groups. Okay, we're live. Let me see here. 1 second to give this link out to people and a couple of groups. Okay, guys, so I'm getting the hang of this YouTube thing. I'm getting a feedback. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to see what the problem is. I'm trying to stay on YouTube live and share my charts and everything. So let me just try to work through this. I'm getting feedback. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to see what the problem is. I'm going to stay on YouTube live and share my charts and everything. So let me just work through this. Hey, Jasmine, can you hear me okay? I seen you come on the call on the actual Zoom. Okay. I don't know if they can hear me or not. Can you hear me? Okay, great. Okay, great. All right, so we're live. And I got this feedback happen. So I am like trying to get the hang of this because I told you guys that I will start trying to go live on YouTube to share my chart so the video can automatically upload to YouTube, but I am having a time. So I'm just going to allow some more people to get on here because I just shared the link for the group as well as the Telegram here. So I'm just trying to get the hang of this here. Let's see here. And you guys can watch on YouTube as well as, or if you're already in the group, you can go ahead and get on it. I'm getting ready to share my charts. I'm not going to wait any longer. I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So welcome to the call. I know it was kind of chaotic in the beginning. I hope everything and everybody can hear me. Not really everything, but everything as well, and that everyone can hear me. And we're just going to jump right into the charts. This call is every Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And basically what I like to do is I actually like to go over the charts and make sure you guys can actually get it in this week with us. Let me know. I'm gonna hide the chat because I really want to make sure that we are focused on this here. So, give me 1 second. I promise y'all, I'm gonna nail this. I'm gonna get this YouTube thing and all this stuff back together. I'm gonna have it down packed next time I get on here. I'm gonna share the charts real quick though. So let's just go over a few pairs, different things. The market just opened, and I'm looking at right now the DXY. Now, last week we were about right in this area over here. Let's see. We were about right in this area over here where we were looking, let's see, this is Sunday. Yeah, Sunday, April 9th. Last week, we were in this area. We had this uptrend structure that was happening, but we had gotten to this area right in here, which is these pink zones are really pretty much like support and resistance type of thing. And what I was saying is that where we were is price was in this area consolidating. Either we were going to respect this area or we were going to reject that area. Okay, so for those that don't, this chart may look a little bit, congested to some, but that's where we were at the time at this price point. So I'm looking at this right now, and I'm expecting I was expecting price to either give us a nice little push up and then a retest just back right in this area. But as you can see, price did push up, but it pushed right back down. Okay, so we got this little break and then pull back here, and then guess what? Price just shot up to the next level. Okay, right in this area, we respected this resistance zone right here, and then price began to fall. Okay, so I'm going to go into a higher time frame. We go to the hour. Please do not allow these charts and all the drawings and all the writing and all that stuff to confuse you guys. Just follow me as much as you possibly can. So we had price to break up here, pull back, and like I said, we were here. So now price began to like severely fall through the week all the way until right here Friday. And right here Friday, we consolidated at this point. I had some divergence that was happening there. And then we literally got this break up, and then price just shot through this point. So where we are sitting right now, we broke this major key level here. Okay, we broke it on Friday. All right, and price pulled right back on Friday and retested that area. What I'm looking for is to see, I'm going to go down to a 30-minute time frame. What I'm looking to see is price respect this area, okay? Respect this area and push back up to this point, okay? Because that's the structure that I see at this present moment, all right? So then if we push back up, the dollar has been bullish. And like I said, let me get a pattern here drawn out as well. Let's see. No, I haven't got one. Maybe this one. Okay. So maybe something like that. Okay. So we already had this push down, this broke this area. What you want to see is the dollar respecting constantly this area. Okay. And that's just what it's looking like as of right now. So I'm just waiting to see the dollar pull back up here. Now, for those that are new to the call, we do not enter trades on the dollar. We actually just basically use the dollar, the DXY it's called. Let me slide this over so you guys can see it. The DXY here, we just use that as a confluence to help us gauge where the dollar is going, okay? So right now, that's just what it's looking like at this present moment, okay? We're very bullish at the present moment, and we'll see. Now, on the flip side, if the price just plays around in this area and just consolidates, then we'll watch it to see if it's going to, on the flip side, break here here and then come back and retest this trend line. And you see, I believe this is a 1 hour trend line to make sure. Yep, my 1 hour trend line. That's the only other option. But as of the structure that is presented to me right now, I'm looking for price to continue to test this blue line here or this pink zone. And that's my analysis for the DXY. Does anybody have any questions or anything? Let me see.
I do.
Okay, go ahead, sis.
Hey, okay, so you always start with the DXY. Is that like, and you said it's because it's the US dollar and you just use that, like, so let's say, I'm trying to figure out my question because I'm trying to figure out why we start with the DXY. So then you take this, what the dollar's doing, and then you compare it to gold.
Yeah, so any pair, like anything that got the US dollar in it. Say if I'm trading, like you said, gold versus the US dollar with this XAU USD, any pair that has the opposite pair, with the US dollar is, the opposite opposing pair inside of that particular currency pair, you want to make sure that you know what the dollar is doing, because say for instance, how can I put it? I don't want to be looking at, gold and saying, okay, gold is in a buy, but then I see the US dollar also in a buy. And I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. There's a confirmation that I can use as a confluence to say, hey, no, something right here. Let me make sure that I know what's happening with the DXY, because I know that's the opposing pair. And more times than not, like I say all the time, if gold is buying strong, more times than not, the DXY is selling. Now, I don't like to say like, oh, end all be all for sure. Like sometimes it has been freaky moments in the market where they actually start moving the same way, but they do have a negative correlation. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep, that helps. Yes.
Yeah. So even with like GU, you know what I'm saying? GU or USD JPY, all those different pairs, you know what I'm saying? If one is going opposite way, then obviously you need to adjust your analysis based upon that. Okay. See, like if we look at it right now, like we got this pushing, this is pushing up. So like my next pair that I'm looking at is gold, because I trade gold all the time. As you can see, where we were last week, we were, let's see, where were we last week? We were over here, okay? This is gold. I'll get to the analysis for gold for this week, but I just want to talk about what happened last week and what played out and what didn't play out. We took quite a few trades on gold. So we were about in this area on Sunday, okay? Now, honestly, let me just break it down to a lower time frame, so I need to see you a little bit better. Okay, so looking at this right here, we were sitting, let's see, this is Thursday, Friday, okay, Sunday, right up in this area, this candle right here. This was the candle that actually gapped down on Sunday, okay? Now, I was expecting, because we were sitting at an area, this had already played out, sitting at this area right here at this trend line. I was like, okay, if price respects this area, and I'm just gonna kind of go delete the price. I'm gonna bar replay it real quick. So we ended on Friday. Friday ended, let me see, I'm on an hour. I took too many candles over. Give me a second, I'm gonna let it play a little bit. All right. So let's see, Sunday. Okay, this says it was Sunday, but I'm on a 30-minute time frame. I can go down to a 15-minute, so I can just really see on point what those candles are. Let's see, get my cross here. Okay, so right, Thursday, Friday. Okay, I know what happened. Okay, I was looking like, where's Friday's candle? But this was Good Friday. So Good Friday, the market was closed. So that's why we don't see a Friday here. So this is why Sunday we have this big old gap down. So we were sitting right in this area here. I was expecting price to pull back, and it kind of pulled up a little bit, and then the market just tanked down. Okay, it tanked down, and then we got this retest here. So I was saying that if price respects this little mini zone that I got written or drawn right here, right in this area, we would see price push up. But because the market was at that present moment trending down, if you look at the structure that was here, we're making a lower lows and lower highs. I was expecting, honestly, like a little pullback at least, but I didn't get that. We never got that. So I never had confirmation to actually take a buy. What I mean when I say confirmation to take a buy, for those that might look at this video later, price did not break strongly and pull back, and then that gave me confirmation to take my buy. I didn't get that. You see how price just stayed like right consolidating here, and then the market opened up, gap down, broke this area that I was talking about, and then we got retested and it never went any higher. So this other, let me just make it more bold. This is what I had here last week. I said this would be the other option if we get this break and retest. Now we know we didn't do that, so we had confirmation to take this sell. So we took sales, okay? And then the market sold, and then we end up getting that pullback, and then we end up where we are right now. So let me let that play out. Any questions so far for what happened last week?
I have a question.
Sure.
So you know how we were just talking about the break retest from like the training I had, I remember like that when it doesn't go past, so like let's say the thing, oh dang, it keeps going. I was trying to tell you.
Go ahead. I can go right back to where we were at. You talking about right here from last Sunday?
Yeah, from when we were just talking about that little
right here.
Yeah, right there. Yes, that pink part. Okay, so it went down. So it broke that little green box, went down, came to retest, but it did not make a higher high. So then is that our confirmation? Because it just didn't pass that your resistance line. And
right.
Then just
so it's like this, like say for instance, you see how price aggressively broke, it told you like, okay, sellers are here, okay? Buyers are not, like really like pushed way, way, way down. Mind you, I'm saying like the structure was already downtrend structure, right? Now the pullback I was expecting, like it didn't do that till like way, way, way later over here. But to answer your question, it's just basically waiting for confirmation to actually get in a trade before you just say, hey, I know what my analysis is. I'm just going to enter the trade because I'm expecting a pullback. No, I didn't get confirmation. So when price broke through here strongly, pull back. You see how weak these candles are right here?
Yeah.
That tells me that there's no buyer momentum in the market and that seller. So honestly, I could have entered on any of these candles coming down, and that would have my confirmation to get in a trade. One of them, say. Okay. Yeah. So, and then of course we pushed on down, we pushed down, we pushed down. So where we at right now? Now I can tell you, last week we took quite a few trades on gold. This was a beautiful trade here where price had this divergence. If you can see, I mean, I teach everyone in my group divergence like this here. Those are doing different things. And we end up getting this entry right here to carry this bad boy up. Okay. And that alone was mad pits. I'm not even going to count them, but it was mad pits. So where we are right now, we had price to break this trend line here. Price broke through here. I'm expecting a pullback at some point. Now, that doesn't mean that the market is going to give it to us. Now, we can see that we were, if I go up on an hour time frame, I'm so sorry if this is hurting y'all eyes. I'm going to, matter of fact, let me just take this off, all the drawings off. If you guys can see what's happening, a lot of my students use MACD. Okay, sometimes I find it easier to use the RSI. It doesn't matter, they all do the same thing. Divergence is just basically two things doing the different things. The indicator doing one thing, price doing another thing. As you can see right here, I can draw on here. You can see, let's see, that's white, you'll never see it. You see this? and you see these doing different things. Those different things indicates a drop coming. Now, I am not the one to jump too far ahead in the market. I just go with what the market show me. I knew that this drop was coming because of what I had seen just for a while. The price had just been diverging and this had just been falling. You see that? So now
Yeah.
I'm looking at, let me go off of here. I was expecting that a long time, but one thing I want you guys to know about divergence is that it can diverge as long as it wants to. I can have this sitting here forever and it can just stay sitting here forever. And you can say, oh, we got divergence. Yeah, price can just keep climbing. It's not end all be all until it actually breaks and retests. Super, super important. So I'm going to turn on all the riffraff again on my chart. So looking at what we got here, like I said, I was expecting a sell many times. We got this huge, huge, huge sell on Friday. Okay, now, if you go back to my group, let me go back to the group really quick. Let's see, let's go back to the group. Let's talk about Friday. Let's see, this is Friday. Let's see, yeah, this happened on Friday. Let's go, no, that's NAS. We're writing here so much. I'm just trying to show y'all really quick what I was thinking about. I guess I didn't put it in here, but I literally was thinking gold was gonna go in another buy. I was like, okay, could possibly buy. But where we were sitting on this trend line here, okay? Let me pull it back. We were sitting on this trend line. I believe it was this chart, and I was just waiting to see if we were gonna get a pullback to retest this area. And yeah, this is it right here. Friday, yeah. Okay, here it is. Let me pull it back a little bit. So I was like, okay, that's why you see me drawing this like this. Is I'm like, okay, it's not breaking this low, it's not breaking this, it's gonna push up. It literally just came to here and then we tanked. Okay. So now where we're sitting at, this structure has been broken. My 4-hour trend line has been violated and totally broken. This little zone here has been broken. Okay. Now at this point, we're sitting right at this point. I have a minor structure fib, point A to point B, price pulled back. We're sitting right now roughly between this 50 and 38%. If price continues to stay above this point and we never break this low here, that low doesn't get violated, then I'm going to expect a retest because we need a retest after breaking and violating that structure. So a buy could happen. And that's what I'm really looking for. I know the market is saying something different right now because it's in an overall sell for sure. But after the market fall, it got to pull back at some point. Now we got this little baby pullback. I'm just expecting if it respects this area, I'm looking for 166, I believe, pip move to the upside just to retest. So if we get this is like, yeah, 174 pip move, and it could go higher and touch this trend line. But I would be comfortable taking it right. See, it's happening right. It's all like about to happen right here. You see that? So yeah, that's what I'm looking for on gold. Now, after that, then it retests here. I got to watch it here to see how it acts. Once it acts here, I'll update you guys and see what's going on here because this could be just a retest to continue to fall. All right. Any questions about gold?
Nope.
All right. All right. So moving on. I did not mark up anything else besides those pairs. I didn't mark up GU, NAS, or US30, but we can go through GU from last week. I will give updates on that. Let me see. We were up in here on Sunday. Okay. Let's see, Sunday. This is Friday, then Sunday, Monday, right up in here. So we just consolidated here. Now I told y'all if price respects the orange zone, then buy it up to this trend line. And at that time, that trend line was actually bold. So we got a buy. Okay, we got a little buy that happened right up in here. It was like 40 something pips. If you were the bold trader, you could have been 44 pips, but literally you didn't have confirmation really to get in the trade because when it came back and pulled to this 30-minute trend line, it just tanked. So we never got validity for this to push up to that, okay? That's why you wait for confirmation. You don't just be like, oh, okay, let me just jump in the trade. No, I got to have confirmation for it, okay? So price consolidated, and then we broke the structure, and then the market was just extremely wild. It did not come back and just retest this to continue to fall. It literally just pushed up, and then we just in a bunch of consolidation until the market just decides to just tank. I mean, not tank, but rise up. And then the same thing that happened with gold, okay? The same thing that happened with gold, you can see it here. Divergence. And that fall happened. We broke it, retest, should have been selling on Friday, okay? So now if I have to just look at it and say where it's at right now, I got this trend line, and I did start marking this one up. I got this little hour trend line right here, which I would rather make it like a 30-minute. A little trend line here, which is very, very steep. I would not touch this until I see price get out of this little consolidation here. Only option we got right now is to see price break above this zone and push up to here, or we're going to see price keep consolidating up to this point and then fall. So we have to watch it. I want a little more information on this one first. I don't like the way it's sitting at this present moment because it's just such a steep drop. We need a pullback. So only thing I would say is the structure that is given right now, it's not giving nothing. It's just giving straight consolidation. And I don't like to trade nothing that just look like, okay, I need to see some higher highs and higher lows, or lower lows and lower highs. Nothing is happening right now, just consolidation. So I will give you guys update on that. But like I said, it do need a pullback. Any questions on GU? No? All
Nope.
right. All right. So we're going to move on to NAS. I think NAS, let's see. Last week. Let's see. Did I give out a trade on NAS? I thought I did. Let's see. Let me go over to this NAS. Let's go. No, I didn't give out any trades on NAS. I don't believe, not on this Telegram over here. I believe I gave out a trade. I have to watch the video, but nevertheless, let's see. We were here on last Sunday. Okay, last Sunday. Now, this is what I did tell you guys. I was saying that I was looking for continued buys at this point because we had pushed up, pulled back. At this point, we were sitting like right here when the market closed on Friday, and then Sunday we opened up. This bars pattern was here. I was expecting a sell first to retest this area and then continue higher. Price pushed down, pushed up a little bit and bounced off of that area. Let me just go to a 30-minute time frame so we can see a little bit more price action. So I was expecting a sell right here and then price to push up. So if you caught the sell, then it was a nice, let's see. If you took the sell, that was 84 points. Okay. And then if you decide to say, hey, let me get in this buy, then that was just a little pitch right there. It never fully, at that present moment on Monday, pushed up to where I decided I wanted it to go. It literally fell some more on Monday and then right off here, bounced off this trend line. And then we got price to push up here. So it just kind of was staying in this little, matter of fact, let me put this little zone here. It kind of was staying in this area. So when you see price like that, you can draw zones there because it's like, it's respecting it for a reason. Look at where we are right now. We're sitting above it, but it's just kind of like in this little consolidation type of thing. Like this price action is just so crazy, okay? So if I'm looking at it right at this present moment, I want to give it more time to finish showing me what it wants to do. I would not really pretty much give an analysis to say, hey, buy or sell this right now, because it's just kind of too soon to kind of tell right now, okay? Of course, if you look at higher time frame structure, it definitely has buy structure to it. because we have this impulse and this is all consolidation correction. We could push up higher, but it ain't until it is. And I'll give you guys more analysis on this once I sit here and dissect this bad boy a little bit more. I like to give out sure money before giving out just anything. Okay. So that's NAS. Now US 30 last week was so beautiful on Friday. Okay. Where were we? Let's see, let's find Sunday. Trying to figure out, did I even give out a trade on Sunday? I don't think I did. I don't even think I gave an analysis out on Sunday. I didn't. Of course, we took some trades in the group. Definitely, you don't want to miss those trades. Definitely link up with me so that you can get in the private group, or make sure you join the free Telegram if you're watching this at a later time. But I'll give more analysis and drop more on the indices as well as GU once it actually shows me a little more information. But I'm pretty much sold on the analysis for gold and the DXY. So that is my little spiel on what I see in the market this week for the pairs that I trade. I don't trade everything. I'm literally mostly trading gold or US 30 and maybe dabbling in NAS a little bit. And then everything else, I don't even mark it up because it's not my pair. Okay, so this is the end of the call. Make sure you guys connect. If you want to learn anything about trading, you want to learn about how we actually come up with our analysis, you can go to impactwealthacademy.podia.com. Make sure you subscribe on there because that'll keep you in the know. I'm going to be doing some giveaways pretty soon. We are still in the challenge, and the challenge is, this is the second week of the challenge. So basically what we're doing is we're taking 30 days and we're taking 30 trades, 20 pips a day. We got through last week. Everyone that I know of did very well that's actually participating. We're on day 6 as of this week. Okay. And we're going to run this back up to $12,000. So make sure you thumbs the video up. Make sure you subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, turn on your notification bells, and I will see y'all next week. And for those that are actually in the group, I will see y'all in the chat because I'm going to be dropping more gems. All right.